love is becoming the right person. They say love is becoming the right person. Stream out always do this dumb stuff. Excuse me 1 second. Love. Here we go.
One of the biggest mistakes that you can make in life.
If you believe love is finding the right person, when actually love is becoming the right person. You want to become the type of person you would spend the rest of your life with. And then that person will be attracted to you.
Where is he at?
You guys think this is true? Love is becoming the right person? Anybody can chime in. You're on mute, Louise, if you are saying something. I don't know if you're on the phone or you talking to us. You ain't talking to us? Oh, okay.
I was just thinking to myself out loud.
Oh, okay. Love is becoming the right person. Is this true?
I think that makes sense, because nothing is truly going to work if you don't love yourself. You know, a lot of times you try to find it in other people. You try to allow other people to be your happiness, you know, and it doesn't work that way. I think you have to be that to draw that, you know, so I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
I mean, most people don't even ask themselves, you know, am I someone, would I want to date myself? Am I somebody who is tolerable? Am I somebody who I want to be around? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people want these attributes from other people, but they're not even the type of person that they even want to spend time with themselves, right? And so that's very important to kind of identify. I was kind of thinking to myself out loud, is love becoming the right person? And I agree with the sentiment that Jay said, but I think that before you kind of get there, there are a lot of other steps that people need to kind of go through these hurdles, right? Because there are people that love on other people very hard because there's been a form of neglect and emptiness that they received throughout their life, or a moment in their life that they themselves have not been fulfilled, and sort of they kind of express themselves externally, right? And sort of it's almost like that syndrome where you see a woman that's like she's like a dime, but she doesn't see herself that way. Everybody else sees her that way, but she herself does not perceive herself in that fashion. And sort of that's very important for that person to kind of understand that about them, and also love on themselves as well.
I agree. I've been single for 4 years, and I think during that 4 years, not because like a lot of people see it as a red flag. Like, even now that I'm dating, when they ask, "Oh, how long have you been single?" I say 4 years. Like, oh, so like they feel like they have to find something negative to say. But for me, I choose not to be like, I don't just be with anybody. Like, I value myself so much and my peace so much. I love being by myself. I love it. So I know a lot of my friends, like some of my friends who just came out of a relationship, right away talking to somebody else, you know, like just there's something that's missing in them that they have to fulfill. So I mean, I agree. Love is becoming the right person. So right now I'm in my way of becoming the right person for the right person. So that's my little 2 cents.
I agree with Fee. I'm in the same situation, kind of. I feel like, because I've been single for a long time too, and it's not because I can't, clearly, you know what I'm saying? But uh but it's just sometimes you have to figure yourself out. I was always a relationship woman when I was growing up, or young woman, and I've been engaged once, and then I went through that, and I was just like, you know what, I'll just chill out and figure out who I am, and it's worked for me. So I believe in that wholeheartedly. Even at the age of 41, I'm like, it is what it is, or it ain't what it ain't.
I think the only scary thing about that is the amount of time that you take, because I definitely agree with being by yourself for a period of time in regards to dating. Because I mean, you see plenty of people hopping from relationship to relationship and trying to, and I think naturally the reason for the danger in that is you hop out of something substantial and then jump into something, and then you try to, in a short period of time, make that new situation what that past situation was. You know what I mean? You're trying to cram 3 years into 6 months. That's dangerous. I think, and like what Luis was saying, I agree. 75, I believe if you did a poll, 75% of people wouldn't date themselves. I think if you polled a bunch of these people, so many people like can't stand themselves. That's why they need someone to direct the attention away from what you actually are when you look in the mirror. It's like, got this great guy or I got this great girl. They're amazing. Takes attention away from you being the opposite. So I have to stand next to somebody. You know, if you did a poll, you would probably find out so many people don't want to be by themselves.
JR, is HR here today?
Um,
So
he's
I
not
can
on.
safely say what I'm gonna say.
He's not on site, but there's a hotline. So if you do need to call a hotline at any given time, then
Okay, because last time I said something like this, I literally got called a hyena. But anyway, I love myself, and that's one thing that I think people misunderstand about people that are alone. It isn't that we're able to be alone because we actually love ourselves. Like I love me, you know what I'm saying? So that's never been a problem for me. That 75% seems high, and it makes me kind of sad because I live in this world and I had my two parents and they loved each other and I had this nice life. And I think maybe I was a little being on the internet for almost a year now, I feel like maybe I was a little sheltered with love and what it's supposed to be because there's a lot of angry people out here that don't like themselves and that's scary to me. But I can't relate to it.
I think
So I don't try to.
I think there's a difference. I think there's a difference between loving yourself and being willing to date yourself.
I would absolutely date me. I was trying not to go there because last time,
Oh, huh. I
yeah.
mean, I, so what I found interesting, and with the and kind of the ladies kind of alluded to it as well, was when the guy said that you have to become the right person, and the lady immediately responded, "Well, where is he at?" And I can't fee and y'all kind of alluded to the same thing where y'all were like, "Well, I'm good." So where is he at? Because basically, you was like,
Absolutely not, sir. Don't put words in my
Wait,
mouth so we
I
can.
said, that's why I used the word alluded. That's why I used the word alluded. I'm
No,
not trying to
we
put words.
ain't. No, we're
I used the
good.
word alluded. But
I think okay, sorry. I'm going to let you finish. But I think because I don't want to be not ready for the right like for the person. Why am I going to do somebody a disservice by coming to them when I'm not even ready to be like fully I don't even know myself yet. A lot of people don't even know themselves and they want to go and bring this like empty vessel to another person in a relationship, thinking that they're going to learn something new or something better, something to better them, right? So I mean, for me, I don't want to do that. I want to be like I have a child as well. So sometimes a lot of women have children now. Like at this age, a lot of women have children. So they have to think about who they're dating. They can't just because they're, single for 4 years or more. I'm seeing a lot of women who've been single for a longer time. Doesn't mean that something is wrong with them per se, right? It's not, or they're saying, oh, where's the man at? I want him to come sweep me off my feet. No, it's just that, hey, God, like they're not trusting God or they're trusting God. People like me, women like me are trusting God to make his way. Okay, God is going to send me the right person. But for right now, let me just be a good person for God, like have a relationship with God. A lot of people don't have a relationship with God. So that is why
which
anyway.
which actually leads me to my thought where I was actually going with it was, so if you haven't found the right person and they haven't come to you or they haven't revealed themselves to you, would then, if you believe, this is only under the assumption that you believe what this guy just said about becoming the right person, if you want to get the right person, if for as far as love, then are you suggesting or that you are not the right person, at least for the time being?
Yes, I'm not the right like I'm not the right person.
No,
Or
I'm just single because I don't go outside. It's simple for me.
But wouldn't that still make you the wrong person?
I guess so. Maybe in somebody's eyes. If I don't go outside, am I the wrong person? But I know I'm a good person. But not going outside makes me the wrong person.
Well, I mean, I would assume that if you are avoiding human action, interaction to that level, right? You're not interacting with people. You're not interacting with men of the opposite sex. Then how could you know that you're the right person for a
I'm
relationship?
interacting, but not to the point where I'm dating.
Right. So, but there's a difference between interacting with somebody, like us having a conversation, like you're interacting with me,
Yeah.
and then interacting with someone for a relationship.
Right.
And sweetie, I'm gonna kind of tell you something that came up, which I know we had these conversations all the time, right, about people, but sometimes you just gotta respect people's honesty to who they are. Because if we really think about it, there's a lot of people that are getting married and hopping in relationships, and they are getting divorced because they are ignoring red flags, or they are willing to accept something that they knew wouldn't work. So if hypothetically, let's just say that Cookie did go outside and she knows that she's not ready, then I think that may be a better outcome than her getting into a relationship and then wasting people's time, and then it don't amount to anything. So some things you just can't force.
Oh no, that's what I was saying, was that if we can take what that guy said as facts about not loving, love is becoming the right person, then if you have not gotten that right person, then on a balance of probability, then you may not be the right person in that moment, regardless of what your reason may be.
I get that, but I'm busy.